me feel like I could rise up, like I could meet you at your worth. I just want to show you how special you are. So please, can I just talk to you? Can I come by later?
Hey guys, hey guys, and welcome to Little Black Book. You know what time it is. I'm talking to you guys about Sistas. I'm dealing with season 3, episode 3, dealing with Zack and Fatimah, and we're asking the question today: should I give my ex a chance? Should I give my ex a chance? And I say exes in terms of Fatimah and obviously Zack. And I think there's some really key things that happen in this particular scene here as well. You know, I'm going to break down the color schemes and what was going on, because if you notice, Fatimah has left the dark blue to go green, and it's very, very important to what we're seeing on the show and what's about to happen in the direction of the show. So guys, if you want to see more great breakdowns like this, like, share, subscribe, click on the bell button for notification of what uploads. We appreciate you. Stay locked and stay loaded. And for those of you who are returnees, well, you know what it is, baby. Stay hydrated, okay? Stay hydrated. Why? Because the streets are hot. You got the minerals. All right, let's get this popping, let's get this flowing, let's get this going. All right, cool. So watching this particular episode, it's so interesting because we've seen Zack and Fatimah kind of, I said in the last review about them not defining their relationship entirely, right? And in this particular scene, we get to see Zack, you know, kind of almost begging to come and see Fatimah because she's been ignoring his calls, and all he wants to do is just talk because he wants to be able to have another chance to get her back. And we hear this inspiring speech to rouse her, or rouse her attraction for him and give him another chance. But there's some really key themes in here I want to talk about. Like I said, should you take your ex back, right? Should you take your ex back in this question, right? And so I want to ask this question for you. But let's watch a little bit of the clip, okay? I want to just go, I just want to watch this. Look here.
It's like, I gotta go. Please? Please.
My oh my. Listen, I'm just going to say it straight. If Fatimah looks at me like that, I'm going to honestly tell you the truth. Celibacy is going to be in question, because that look right there told me I'm ready to love you differently. You understand? But in all seriousness, look at the way Fatimah's behaving. Okay, it's much more different to how she was behaving with him. Obviously, when she found out the news about him being cheating on her, well, not cheating, but because they went together, about him admitting about him having sex with his ex, right? At the house, right? Because she was wearing dark blue at that time. When she was acting out at that moment, she was in control of the whole proceeding. From the moment that she took the other guy out on a date, when she came back, when he tries to come in the house and he tried to say, have you ever been confused? In the end, she was in control. But what you see here, we're seeing a completely softer side to Fatimah. And I said this in the last review. She's talking about, I won't go back. And I said, listen, Lala, you're going to go back. All right? You're going to say, fancy a chat around a fireplace. Look, you're going to go back. And the reason why you're going to go back is because you cut it off without really finishing having conversations with him to find out what exactly you guys are actually doing. Right now, you said that you're not going back, but I can sense it in the way that you were saying you're not going to go back. You're going to go back, girl. Okay, and now we're here in the green dress, because what green represents here is healing power, life, nature, energy, harmony, freshness, safety, fertility. All right, money, finances. But what really it promotes, two things I want to talk about, is growth and calming, and calmness. Okay, we see a completely different Fatimah and Zack in this particular episode because of the fact that Fatimah is wearing green. In fact, the way she interacts with Andy as a pacifier in this particular scene, right? Whereas where we've seen her in other episodes where she's been quite strong and let everybody know exactly how she and let people know where they stand, and setting people straight, basically, right? We saw that of Hayden earlier on in our season. She normally wears her dark blue when she's doing that, but in this episode she wore the green. versus Andy's purple. And you saw her trying to pacify Andy by saying, you know, I don't want to upset the friends. Da, 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 da. Like her whole mindset since she's been wearing green is about not offending other people. It's about trying to remain peaceful, which is why you see Greenpeace, right? Trying to remain peaceful, being at peace with all men. Okay, and that's what the green is there for, okay, which is so important. So now when she meets Zack, which white represents this purity, this hope of new beginnings, it represents simplicity, goodness and innocence, right, and openness and cleanliness. And you notice Zack's always in white and always in grey and always in that red overall that he always wears, right? He's always in those particular colours, but when he's at work, he's always in white. Why? Because he plays this naive, innocent kind of guy who you almost don't take too seriously. And you see him even with the woman later on, the older woman, where he's like, oh, what's going on here? Like, you want me to take £50,000? No, I don't want to be set up. I don't want to be set up. All this innocent kind of energy that he brings out, right? And now he's in front of Fatimah, and when you hear them speak, you hear the innocence from him.
I'll think about it. I'll let you know. You need to go now.
Have a kid first? Oh, just get a kid.
All right, you hear him do. You hear his innocence. You hear his, I guess, openness, even to be vulnerable, letting her know, like, oh, you know, he lets her know from his heart. You know, I feel like, you know, that, you know, you make me want to, you know, provide for your worth. You know, make me want to behave according to your worth. Right? You hear him be this honest and open with his heart with Fatimah, even in these moments, because he's wearing white again. Okay, he's wearing white again, right? And so that is so interesting watching them two interact, because you've got the person who's trying to be open and hoping for new beginnings with somebody who's also looking for growth. This is about to be the next step in their relationship ladder. Why? Because now she's looking for growth and he's looking for new beginnings, right? But they need to both meet at this level where they say we are agreeing to move at a different level. Okay, we're agreeing to move at this new level. Okay, let me bring my few points here as well. Point number one, if you're asking this question, should you get back with your ex? Should I get back with my ex? The first question I want you to ask yourself is this: will this bring me peace and love? Will this move bring me peace and love, or will it bring more toxicity? If it's going to bring more toxicity, this is not where you need to be. Okay, keep it stepping, keep it moving, keep on going, darling. Okay, you don't need to stay in a place where you're not getting peace and love, specifically peace. Since we are talking about green, specifically peace. Okay, if you don't feel that, and it's always turmoil, there's always war, there's always problems in your relationship all the time, that you're never feeling emotionally safe, you're never feeling physically safe, then my friend, this is not the relationship for you. Number two, are you willing to forgive them fully? Are you willing to let bygones be bygones, baby? If they've cheated, now that requires a whole journey of healing. That's different. But in other cases, are you willing to let bygones be bygones? And are you willing to forgive them fully before moving forward? And part of forgiving them fully doesn't mean you've sorted out the forgiveness right there and then. It's a journey and a process. But are you willing to put that working now? Are you promising that you're gonna work on that to be able to forgive them fully? If not, this is not a relationship you want to be going into. Number four, what are the things both of you need to work on separately and together? You broke up for a reason. There are things that you need to work on. There are things they need to work on. Are they willing to work on themselves? A big question. Okay, are they willing to develop? Are they willing to grow? And this is the key thing. Are they going to come to a relationship with new learning points? Right? New ideas, new thoughts, new ways of doing things. Are they going to come to the relationship like that? Or we're going to get the same old return of the Mac? We get the same return cycle, the same hamster wheel. That requires a different input. Okay? And so now you're asking this question, what are the things we both need to work on separately and together? Because there are going to be issues that we both need to work through together. And are we willing to do that? If not, maybe this isn't the right relationship for you. Number four, have you given yourself time to think this through? Some of you are impulsive because the D is good, because the poussoir is good, because the person gives good H. Look at you. You're now confused. Yeah? You're not thinking this through. You're letting the sex dictate your decision, my friend. Grow up. Mature yourself in the thinking and the ways of trying to make this decision, right? Have you given yourself enough time to make this decision through? Really? Have you given yourself enough time to be able to move forward in your decision? Have you given yourself enough time to say, actually, this is the right choice? Now, I'm not saying to spend years trying to figure this out, but what I'm saying is, have you sat down and tried to figure it out? It's very, very important. Okay, it's very, very important. Last point that we're going to talk about here. Number 5 is, what is your reason even for going back? If you're going to give up some cocksure, some cock-a-doo-doo-doo reasoning, then my friend, I'm going to ask this question: why are you really going back? Is it really about the love? Is it really about the care? Is it really about the emotions? Is it really about the person has loyalty towards you? Or is it really the fact that the sex is good? Are you really just going back because the money was good? Are you really going back because actually this is all you know? Are you going back because you're scared to be not perfect? Are you scared for someone to tell you you're single again? Okay, and I don't know how. Yeah, are you scared of that? Because that's not a great reason to go back. We're not going back because of fear. You understand? I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God. We no longer are a slave to fear. Do you understand, right? We've been given a spirit of power, love, and a sound mind, not of fear. Okay? So what is your reason for going back? If it's not a good reason, then I think you need to stay single, okay? And be free to mingle, okay? Right? And hey, that's my points done here. I think Fatimah and Zack, I love them as a couple. Listen, Fatimah is my, oh man, if I have to interview her one day, I'm gonna struggle to say some words. She's just buff to me. Her and Danny is mad. Danny is so fine. Danny is fine. Hey, Danny is one fine sister. Oh my dude, Danny's one fine sister. But listen, guys, we want to appreciate you guys. But listen, if you're looking for some dating coaching advice, I am your guy. Okay, reach out to me. It's not free. It's for a fee, but it's not free. But it's great. Trust me, you'll level up and you won't be disappointed. Guys, make sure you like, share, subscribe, click on the bell button for notification of what uploads. We appreciate it. Stay locked, stay loaded, and yeah, you got the minerals. Stay hydrated.